Predators, sex offenders, rapists, people who parents tell us they don't want near their kids. Tens of thousands of men and women are arrested for sexual assault each year. But experts tell us there are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to the people committing these sex crimes.
And what you don't know about them could be making you more vulnerable. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson shows us some common myths.
I think we all get a little squeamish about talking about anything that has to do with sex or in our children especially.
You've heard it before. Watch out for strangers.
Do you tell your kids not to talk to strangers?
We've talked about it some.
Strangers are the biggest threat to your kids. Fact or myth?
Your child is probably statistically more at risk of being abused at a family reunion than they are from a stranger in the park.
Research shows it's a myth. Only 7% of kids were sexually assaulted by strangers, according to the Bureau of Justice. The majority of attackers are family members or friends. Does that concern you?
It definitely does. You always want to leave your child in the care of someone that you trust.
Is it a fact or myth? A typical rapist is a white 23-year-old man.
Maybe it's a stereotype, but probably, males that are old enough to them feel like they have to do whatever they say.
It's a fact. The Bureau of Justice statistics show most rapists are men in their 20s, mostly white. But Benson tells us, don't rely on that fact.
Sex offenders come in all race, they come in all ages, they come in all faiths, and they come in both genders. And so parents need to not have that false sense of security. That's really one of the ways that a lot of offenders can try to trick parents.
Someone who committed a sex crime will likely do it again. Is it a fact or myth?
I think it's always going to be a temptation for them.
Experts say it's a myth. Less than 5% of people in prison for sex crimes were ever arrested again for it.
Sexual offenses have one of the lowest of any kind of offense other than murder.
Although some parents tell us they don't care about the numbers. It's about feeling safe.
I like to be aware of where sex offenders are, and I definitely think about that, like Halloween and stuff.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Benson adds the community needs to take some responsibility. She says providing jobs to sex offenders, allowing them to have a stable housing situation, and good treatment makes them less likely to reoffend. If you're interested in more facts and myths, log onto our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story. Now, coming up tomorrow on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we're setting out to see if sex offenders actually live where they say they do, how Fargo police keep track of offenders, and how it impacts the safety of our community.
Now